Do 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 do. La 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 la. Happy Friday. Do, 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 do. Add. No, not add. Oops. Cancel. Add. Oops. Cancel. Add. Let me find the Murdaugh stuff first. Blah, 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 blah. It's a new day, kids. But you know what? I don't have any coffee. So is it a new day? It's kind of a poopy morning. But that's okay. Oh, fuck. Come on. Where are you? Shit. Come on. Come on. I'm not going to watch her this morning. I'm going to watch something else. Let's see. Oh, no. I'm going to watch them. Okay, here we go. Prosecutor, insane clothing. No. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, for crying out loud. Whoa. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me. Oh, God, I have RSBN pulled up, but I don't want to do it. Okay, wait. There's that guy. Nah. Oh, you know what? I kind of like these guys. I think. Share this. I was too busy crying. I have bouts of crying apparently these days. So I was too busy. Let's see here. Share.
84%.
I like this guy from Florida, JB Buono. I actually like Peter Tragos too. He's an attorney. These Florida guys, they're actually really good news guys. I really like them. I'm going to say, I like you. Yeah, I like you. I like you, JB. These cats are.
Let's go into Michelle's comment. #JB. I have reasonable doubt. I think poor people are railroaded plea deals all the time. It's not right. Okay, that's one comment here from Michelle.
Good morning, Ivan.
It only populates on my screen if it's got.
I couldn't believe you didn't know.
#KJB. Can he appeal, Peter?
I had to watch it. And
yes, and you got to expect that.
Oh, no, it's
his
fine.
attorneys were protecting the record throughout the entire case.
Chemical.
I think the number one issue of appeal is going to be those other bad acts and whether or not they were used as propensity evidence, meaning,
I'll be fine.
well, if he did that, he's more likely to have done this, which is an improper way to use that evidence as opposed to motive. Was that financial covering up the financial crimes?
Florida lawyer
for the murders and credibility? He was lying then. Did he lie on the stand? You're allowed to use it for those reasons, but not for propensity that he'd be more likely to commit.
I'm not that sad, KMS.
Is there any doubt?
Just, you know, I just happen to be sad at that moment.
Look, whatever the sentence is today,
it changes.
And we'll talk. Maybe we can go over really quickly what those what the possibilities for the sentence are. But is there any doubt in your mind that he is spending the rest of his life behind bars, even if there was an appeal, even if the appeal was to find some minute flaw in the system that leads to that verdict getting tossed out?
How's everyone's Friday? Oh my God, it's Friday.
Other charges that are looming here.
Congratulations, we made it.
In your mind?
It's a little chilly.
No doubt. I mean, he literally admitted to 90 plus financial crimes on the stand under oath. He's going to prison forever, but I do think his last thing that he's going to care about is getting cleared for the murders of his wife and son. So I think that's where he's going to put his attention, is towards this appeal. It doesn't make a practical difference about where he's going to be the rest of his life.
Peter,
I guess I don't know what I would do. I can't imagine being in that position.
There's been no action on this shot.
So I don't know what I would do if
no action on this yet. What are you expecting? Let me just kind of get your.
If I was facing everything he's facing,
as far as the sentence this morning.
I don't know. I wish I
based on the
could
judge's
cry.
comments
I
throughout the
haven't
trial
cried in
and
years. You
especially
haven't?
after the verdict was rendered, that
Wow,
there was a lot of
KMS.
evidence. It only
I
pointed
have
to one
plenty of
verdict, and that's the
extra
verdict the
tears for
jury came
you.
back with.
I'm happy to
I
share
think
some.
Murdaugh's looking
I mean,
at
no, I
30
don't want to
years to
share
life.
anything.
I think he's absolutely going to get life,
But I
multiple
do
life
like a good cry
sentences.
once in a while.
I think the judge is going to throw the max at him. He's limited with some of the enhancements he can do
It's
because
true.
once you get life, there's only so much you can do. But I think he's going to get
Yeah.
multiple life sentences here. Whatever the max the judge can give him, I think is what he's going to do.
Venus, hashtag KJB, why isn't the death penalty on the table?
They did not decide to bring
Because
the
he's
death
white.
penalty for this case. So
Because
they
he's
do have the
white.
death penalty in South Carolina. The AG's office was not
Because he's
seeking the death
white.
penalty in this case. They were seeking life without parole. That's what I think he's going to get.
Before we're gonna take questions for as long as we
Really?
can up until we actually
Ivan.
have the sentencing phase
Don't
begin
say that.
here, as you know,
You're gonna make
we
me
get started
cry.
here this Friday morning,
Don't say
March
that,
3rd.
Ivan.
Before
Well, I'm an
we do that,
emotional
though, before we get on
mess
to
this
some more
morning.
questions,
Stop
big
it.
thank you to
It's
Peter
not gonna
Tragos
take
for spending
much.
part of his morning with us here on stream.
I
Go
need
give
you
him a
guys to be
follow
stronger
at
for
The
me.
Lawyer. You know he is. Peter, how many breakdowns of
You have
Murdaugh
to
have
be
you
the
done over the
strong
last month?
ones.
Lost count?
Every night.
You're my
Literally every
strong
night after the
friends.
trial's over, we do a recap, we answer some questions, and it gets
It's
fiery
Friday, though.
sometimes. My
It's
polls
Friday,
were
and that's a good
mostly
thing.
2/3 thinking
And
he'd be
tonight, the
guilty,
lounge is going to
1/3
be
thinking either not
amazing.
guilty or a hung jury type. So it was always leaning guilty, but I think there were some issues with the evidence
GP.
gathering and the investigation. But every
Oh
night we
my
broke
God,
down what
GP,
happened in
that
court and talked
picture
about
of
it
you in
afterwards.
the
And that's
from
what I'm
the
going to do
music
for the
video.
trials we focus on
Oh
kind of
my
going forward.
God.
Tempe wants to know, hashtag KJB, what is
I
the
will take
motive?
that,
Make it
Ivan.
make sense. So the
I
motive
know
that
you're
was
probably not
established
a
in this
crier.
case,
I
and you
can
can
imagine
add
that.
some color here, Peter, if you'd
I
like.
do
is
love
that,
knock-knock
that
jokes.
Alex Murdaugh was allegedly trying to distract from the
There's
financial
nothing
crimes
better
and
than a good
evidence that was
knock-knock
building
joke.
up against him for the scheming that he has done over the years. Correct, Peter?
They're underrated.
Yeah, I mean, I personally think a better motive that is the
Oh,
state's
why am I
motive, that he
so
was trying to
emotional? I'm
cover
going
up
to
or
step away
distract
from
from the
it.
financial
I
crimes
don't
and kind of
know.
make them go away, which didn't work. It delayed it for like a couple weeks.
What are you doing?
But then they also talked
Stop
about
putting your blanket in
greed
your
and his
food,
family
please. I
name
don't know
and
what
not wanting to
message
be
that's trying to
embarrassed and
send,
to
but I'm
avoid
confused.
shame because his family has such deep roots there. So they kind of added some to the financial crimes motive. To me, that all makes more sense than the financial crimes motive. He snapped, it was something to do with his addiction. That all makes a lot more sense to me than the financial crimes, which it didn't really
Do
even
not
help there.
cry.
And I don't see how Maggie and Paul being the targets help the financial
Again,
crimes as
there's no
much as
reason.
a
I
lot
think
of
I'm
other
going to
people
blame
that
KMS.
were breathing down his neck with that stuff.
Anyway, so GP, that was
Looking
so
into some
amazing.
final comments
Oh,
here before I
no.
think that we're about to get
Well,
started
it
here.
is,
There's
but then it
clearly
gets really
some
tiresome after a
activity in the
while. Okay,
courtroom.
KMS, I'm going to be real honest with
KJB,
you.
why do so many
It loses
people
its
say
charm after
they
about
think
20
he's
minutes.
guilty, but the jury would be hung? Jury was highly
And then you're just like,
underestimated.
why am I
They know
doing
better
this?
than any of us.
Why
The
do I still have
jury
these stupid
has
feelings?
spoken. I think
I'm just a big
I think
feeling
there's
bug.
some
That's what I
recency
am.
bias here
I'm just a big
because with
bag of
Parkland
feelings.
and with the death penalty trial
Ridiculous.
for the Parkland school shooter, there was this prevailing certainty, almost 100% certainty, that there was going to be a unanimous verdict in that case. The death penalty was going to be the fate for the Parkland school shooter, and just one
I knew
juror
Vision Surreal was
said
a dumb
no.
account on Twitter.
Death penalty's off the table,
Frankly.
and that's all that it took. Remember, all it takes is one juror to be
I
stubborn
don't have
and
any
say,
coffee, so
I'm
I'm
not
going to get
listening to
really
anybody
fucking
else
high.
in the room. This is how I feel, and this is my decision. That's all it takes, and then all of a sudden you don't have a unanimous verdict.
Hey,
Or a
Easily, how
unanimous
you
decision,
doing?
Peter.
Welcome.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
in
see
this
what this guy
case,
gets.
I
Let's
do
see.
agree with this
He's going to
comment.
get life
Most
and
people
parole,
in
life
most
without
chats were
parole, or
saying
life
guilty,
without parole?
but
I
you never
know.
know what a jury is
KMS.
going to do. And I think that's the point. There have been surprise verdicts.
I
There have been
know.
surprise hung juries
I'm
before.
sending
So you
you.
never know what they're going to do.
I'm
But the good
sending you
money was
healing
always on
release.
guilty in this case. The good
That's
money,
what I'm going to
any
share with
trial,
you.
is always on guilty
Healing release.
because the state has the evidence and they determine whether or not they want to file charges and go to trial on this. The defendant doesn't choose. It's up to the state.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I think that there might have been a lot of folks out there who had really watched
I might go to
the trial
CPAC after this.
at
I
a
don't
very
know. It was really
granular level
depressing
and really was
yesterday.
micro focused on it.
And I don't even know
And
if
there
you
were so
guys
many
really
people that
enjoyed it.
who
And that's
felt
okay. You can
that
tell me if it's like,
guilty was going to be the
this
verdict,
is
but
just
again, just
Yeah.
maybe it was just this
Because it
fear
just felt
that there
like
was going to
constant
be
slogging. Excuse me.
some lack of agreement there
And commentary.
from the juror. I think that was a reason why we saw so many polls and so many people saying it was going to be a hung jury, because again, all it takes is one.
Yeah.
11 can
Yeah.
be all in unanimous
I'm really
agreement,
happy
and
they nailed
one
it.
can
Boy, that
be
was
the
fast.
outlier, and before you know it, you have a hung
I
jury.
guess the jury was really
looking at some
pretty
final
much paying
comments here. There's
attention.
clearly action in the courtroom. I think people are just now
Kind of hard to
filing
follow
in.
their
A
story,
lot of
to be
people are just
honest.
asking about Buster and about Buster's future now, Peter. Buster, of course, being the
Do,
surviving son who did
Buster.
testify in
What
this
does
case.
Buster do? That's
Peter,
what I want to know.
what's your opinion on Buster
I want to
going
know what
forward?
crimes that little turd
It's
did.
incredibly sad for him and for the rest of the family. I mean, he literally has
Oh,
lost
really? Oh, I
everyone in his
didn't.
family
Yeah.
now. He seems like either didn't
Yeah, it
believe or
was
didn't want to believe that
nauseating.
his
I
dad
don't
did
think
this or
it
his
was
dad was
very fun
capable
for
of
any of
this.
us,
He does have
frankly.
other
I
family
don't feel like
members
you guys enjoyed
from
me
his mom's
ranting
side
all
and his
day.
dad's
I
side
didn't
still
enjoy
to hopefully
ranting all
provide that
day.
support
It
for him. But there's
turned
no
me
way
into an
around
emotional
how
bag
difficult this
at
must
the
be
end
for
of the
him, how
day.
sad this must be for him. A lot of people are waiting to see, is
I
he
don't
going to
think we
speak on
could take
Alex's
that
behalf?
much
Is he going
hate,
to speak
frankly.
as a victim, giving an impact statement
Maybe we'll
during
do
sentencing?
highlights.
So
I
there's,
don't think I'll
again,
do
still some more
CPAC
unknowns
today.
as
I
it comes to
actually do have a
sentencing, but
doctor's appointment
there's
I
no
have
other
to
way to
go
look at
to
it, but it's devastating for Buster at this point.
Yeah,
midday.
and it'll be
But
interesting to see, because you know that every media outlet in the country is
yeah.
going to be
So I'll just see how long I
inquiring
go
as to
this
whether or
morning.
not
I
Buster
don't know.
would
I know what I'm
like
going to do
to
this
do an
morning.
interview and tell his side
Isn't
of the
that
story
great?
outside of what he told on the stand, his reaction, and how he feels about his father being convicted of the murders of Buster's mother and brother, Paul, his mother, Maggie. So a lot of questions that I'm seeing here in our comment section about Buster. And
Whoops.
and
This is
Buster,
not the,
what was your
not the
take on
caption.
Buster's reaction?
This is not
I
the
know that some
caption
live
you were
streams last
looking
night
for.
had a split screen showing Buster's reaction right alongside Alex's reaction.
Highlights would be better. You're right. No,
Well,
easily.
you know what,
I
Peter,
hear that
I'll let you kind of
feedback
give
so well.
your 2 cents on it.
It was an experiment. We
I
tried it.
think,
It
to
didn't really
me,
work the way all of us
I
wanted
know
to.
what we
None of
do
us
in
really
situations
enjoyed
like
it.
this. I know what my dad does in situations like this.
I
My
ended up with
guess is
one
the defense
viewer for a
attorneys
half an hour at
told
the end of the
everybody,
day. I think
be
that, and
stoic,
while I
regardless of
love
what the
that one
verdict is.
viewer, I think
It's probably
that
not a
pretty
good
much gave
verdict.
me some
When it came
feedback
back
that people
this
were
quick,
like,
I think they all knew it was
meh,
guilty. I think they were
I'd
all
rather watch
prepared. I
paint
don't think they
dry.
wanted some big outburst in the courtroom, and I
I'm
think that's
like,
kind of what it
okay.
looked like. Buster, at this
All day
point,
I've been
it's hard
thinking
to
it's
even tell what
Saturday.
he's thinking.
Oh no.
Whether it's him on the stand or sitting throughout
It's
the entire
Friday
trial, he
over
really never
here.
showed a lot of
Hey,
emotion.
GA.
And it's just
Yeah,
hard
it's
to think
Friday
of
here,
what somebody
GP.
would be thinking or doing if they were in
It's
his
lounge
situation.
night. I'm
I
doing
find it
Jim
very
Stewartson's
interesting that
film
Alex
tonight.
himself did not get emotional.
I'm going to show
Stoic
Jim
is, I think, a good
Stewartson's
word
piece on
used to
Q tonight.
describe just
American
the look
Mindfuck.
on his face.
Jim might be
Perhaps
there.
a
I
little
don't
bit of
know.
disbelief also written on his
I have
face
not asked him
as
to
well.
commit.
You have somebody who has
Cheers to the
admitted
one viewer.
to
I love that one
scheming people
viewer.
out of their money. You have somebody
I
who has
love it.
admitted on the stand saying that,
I love it. I
in
really
fact, that he was a
do. You're not.
liar.
I mean,
It really calls into
I'm
question,
not
makes you
kidding
look back
easily.
at
I
Alex's
appreciate every single
emotions over the
person who's
course of the
watching.
trial. There were some
So I think
moments, some
it's
shots
amazing.
where
But
he
yeah, we're
was
gonna show Jim Stewartson's
tears running
documentary
down
on
his
Q
face. I mean,
tonight,
extremely
which will be
distraught
really
and
good, and then we
upset.
can talk
And
about
it
it.
really
I think
calls
Gal will probably be
everything
there. I
with
don't know
Alex
if Jim
Murdaugh now.
Stewardson will be
I
there. He
think call
might.
into question the
Sometimes he shows up.
authenticity
He came last
of
week.
his reactions.
And so did Greg
What do you
Olear.
make of how
Came
genuine
last
his
week, which
emotions
was
were
really
over the course
cool.
of this trial? The
And
crying, the
I hope
sobbing,
Greg comes tonight.
just
I
the
don't
visible
know.
emotions that we saw.
This is where it's hard to separate being a
But
lawyer
we'll
versus
start
being
off
a
with some
layperson
fun
who are likely to be
about
on the
an
jury.
hour into
Because
it when
myself,
everybody's out of
I
the
felt like he
5-8.
was a liar. I didn't put as much
We
stock in
will
him testifying.
show the
I actually
movie.
found it hard to
We
believe
will
that he
show
would do
his
this to his
movie
family based on the state's witnesses and the
because Q is
explanation
still a
of people that were
problem.
there all the time, that knew them, even Maggie's sister, that they
Q
had a
is
good
still a
relationship. He
problem.
loved them. Paul was the apple of his eye. So to me, it makes
Anyway,
no
so it should be a
sense.
fun lounge
But I
tonight.
think we have to realize that a lot of what he
Should
did
be
makes no
really
sense.
fun.
As a personal injury lawyer, I cannot fathom how you could
What should I
possibly
make?
steal
I want to make
millions of
something
dollars from
tonight
these
during the
people that we
lounge.
work with, that hire
What
us,
would
that
be
trust us.
enjoyable
I
to
can't tell
watch?
you how many clients say to me, do whatever you think is
What do you
best.
think?
And for him to take that and steal their money makes no sense to me. So a lot of what he did makes no sense. That's not supposed to come into the jury's mind. And I think at the end of the day, he sat up there, they didn't believe him, and they convicted him.
JB Buno, Peter Tragos, the lawyer you know. The time is now 10 after the
I think
scheduled start
the
time.
key.
So we clearly
I'd
see
be
there's
interested to
activity in
hear
the
what the
courtroom. People
jury
are
said.
filing in.
But I
So this
think
is going to begin any
yeah,
moment.
baby. Hi,
In the
Ted.
aftermath, Peter's going to be
Happy
hopping off,
Friday.
I know, to
Oh,
do
easily. That
what
sounds
he does best, of
amazing.
course.
That sounds amazing. I don't have any
what we're going to be
coffee, so
doing
I'm
here
really
after the sentencing is we're
sucking
going to
on
be getting
this
more
morning. I'm
reactions from
sucking
you,
on a
our
stick
audience.
this
So if you're
morning.
watching here on WFLA Now, on whatever platform
So
you're
get
watching,
ready.
stick
Doesn't
around
happen.
after the sentencing. We'll be going to your comments, your questions as well.
Mm.
Things picking up. Peter, thank you for your time. The very
There's
latest
the
on
judge.
WFLA.com. Let's listen in.
Thanks, JB.
Happy Friday, chat.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. How are you doing, dude?
Party's ready to proceed.
Happy Friday, Ted.
Bench is ready, Your Honor.
All right, from the state, Mr. Waters.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're obviously here in the sentencing for the state versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh.
I might have to order some coffee. I'm being really very, very, very lazy. I mean, not lazy. I actually don't have any ground coffee. And my grinder broke. It's one of those Fridays. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's the good advice that you just didn't take.
Very quickly, the defendant has no prior record, and the state has no.
I don't know. But who would have thought? It figures. It's supposed to get 10 inches of snow today. Holy shit. Do you want to build a snowman? Oh, that's a good one. Okay. In honor of you, easily, we're going to do a little Frozen. Ah! Okay, hit the button. Thank you.
A man who violated the trust
You want to build a snowman? Whoops. That is not what I said.
But most of all,
do you want to build a snowman? Lyrics.
This is a very complicated situation, and
that's in French. Wow.
To the family that has suffered here.
Should I sing it in French? I don't think I know how to speak French. Je voudrais un bonbon de neige, ou bien je veux avec moi. Toutes les cachets, on ne se voit plus. Oh, I'm talking over him. Okay, I'm going to stop.
Who I had the pleasure of working with on one occasion. But the reality remains is that despite all this attention, this case is about Maggie Murdaugh and Paul Murdaugh, and I'm so thankful that the jurors gave them a voice. You heard about Paul. Obviously, there was the vote case, but you also heard him described as a fun-loving young man, a person who loved life, a person who would do anything for his friends, for anyone. And he's cut down as he was just starting to live his life. You heard about Maggie. You heard how sweet she was. You heard that she was a girl's girl who adapted to the outdoorsman life of her sons, how much she loved her sister and her brother-in-law and their children, and she was cut down in the prime of her life. Both of them, like everyone else, was unaware of who he really was. No one who thought they knew this man, no one who thought they were close to this man knew who he really was. And, Your Honor, that's chilling. And I've looked in his eyes, and he liked to stare me down as he would walk by me during this trial. And I could see the real Alex Murdaugh when he looked at me. The depravity, the callousness, the selfishness of these crimes are stunning. The lack of remorse and the effortless way in which he lies, including here sitting right over there in this witness stand. Your Honor, a man like that, a man like this man, should never be allowed to be among free, law-abiding citizens again. And I would submit to you that the only just sentence here to give justice for Maggie and Paul is the maximum, and that would be 2 consecutive life sentences. Thank you, Your Honor.
You indicate that no victim would like to speak at this time. Would any victim like to speak at any time during these proceedings?
Your Honor, one of the things we did early on, obviously, as I just said, it's a very complicated situation, but we made the decision early on. We've had our victim advocate here who's been doing a wonderful job, regardless of the viewpoints of any individual family member, to provide aid and service to them, and we made that decision. I'm informed by our victim advocate that none of them wish to speak. The defense can certainly address that, but that's what I am informed. But they certainly were offered the opportunity as is required, and I want to commend our victim advocate on the excellent job she did in handling this complex situation that we wanted to be sensitive to, because again, none of us are not mindful of the fact of the suffering of this family.
I noticed Sled Chief Mark Keel is here. Would you like to address the court on any matters, Chief?
I'm sorry. I'll look it up, Ted. I'll look it up. They don't know anything. I'm really not awake.
Had for many years, and again, we're here to see the justice to serve, and we believe it has.
Thank you. For the defense.
Your Honor, Mr. Griffin and I would have no comment. The defendant would like to address the court, though.
Mr. Murdaugh.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm innocent. I would never hurt my wife, Maggie, and I would never hurt my son, Paw Paw.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Sit down.
Yep.
That's it?
Anything further?
I don't think.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Murdaugh, if
Okay.
you come before the court for sentencing. This had been perhaps one of the most troubling cases, not just for me as a judge, for the state, for the defense team, but for all of the citizens in this community, all the citizens in this state, and as we have seen based on the media coverage throughout the nation.
Oh, that's scary. It's a
wife who's been killed, murdered, a son savagely murdered, a lawyer, a person from a respected family who has controlled justice in this community for over a century. A person whose grandfather's portrait hang at the back of the courthouse that I had to have
It's really breaking a dynasty.
in order to ensure that a fair trial was had by both the state and the defense. And I've sat through the trial. Not only have I sat through the trial, but also as the presiding judge of the state grand jury, sat through and participated in the issuance of search warrants of various sorts, bond hearings, and have had to consider many things. And we have this case, and I'm also assigned to preside over
Jesus, this poor guy.
99 others, at least 99 other cases.
Wow.
Though testimony has come up regarding many of those other cases, I will not make any comment with regard to any other pending matter, as I have been assigned those cases as well. It's also particularly troubling, Mr. Murdaugh, because as a member of the legal community and a well-known member of the legal community, you've practiced law before me, and we've seen each other at various occasions throughout the years. and it was especially heartbreaking for me to see you go in the media from being a grieving father who lost a wife and a son to being the person indicted and convicted of killing them.
Wow.
And you've engaged in such duplicitous conduct here in the courtroom, here on the witness stand, and as established by the testimony throughout the time leading from the time of the indictment and prior to the indictment throughout the trial to this moment in time. Certainly, you have no obligation to say anything other than saying not guilty. And obviously, as appeals are probably expected or absolutely expected, I would not expect a confession of any kind. In fact, as I've presided over murder cases over the past 22 years, I have yet
is he shaming him for not confessing?
A defendant who could go there, who could go back to that moment in time when they decided to pull the trigger or to otherwise murder someone. I have not been able to get anyone, any defendant, even those who have confessed to being guilty, to go back and explain to me what happened at that moment in time when they opted to pull the trigger, when they opted to commit the most heinous crimes known to man.
Hey, Badger, Badger, Badger.
In this case, qualifies under our death penalty statute based on the statutory aggravating circumstances of two or more people being murdered by the defendant by one act or pursuant to one scheme or course of conduct. I don't question at all the decision of the state not to pursue the death penalty. But as I sit here in this courtroom and look around the many portraits of judges and other court officials and reflect on the fact that over the past century, your family, including you, have been prosecuting people here in this courtroom, and many have received the death penalty.
Oh, fuck.
Probably for lesser conduct.
Do it.
Remind me of the expression you gave on the witness stand. Was it tangled?
Tangled web we weave.
Oh, what tangled web
we weave when we first set out to deceive.
It meant when I lied, I continue to lie.
And the question is, when will it end?
When will it end?
When will it end? And it's ended already for the jury because they've concluded that you continued to lie and lied throughout your testimony. And perhaps with all the throng of people here, they, for the most part, all believe, or 80, 90%, 99% believe that you continue to lie now when your statement of denial to the court.
Whoa. That's some commentary.
That it does not matter that there's nothing that can mitigate a sentence given the crimes that were committed. You know, a notice of alibi was filed in this case by counsel in November, and we conducted a hearing, pretrial hearing, in which you claimed to have been someplace else at the time the crime was committed. Then, after all of the witnesses placed you at the scene of the crime, at the last minute, or last minutes or days, you switched courses and admitted to being there. And then that necessitated more lies and continued to lie. And I say, where will it end? It's already ended for many who have heard you and concluded that it'll never end. But within your own soul, you have to deal with that. And I know you have to see Paul and Maggie during the night times when you're attempting to go to sleep. I'm sure they come and visit you. I'm sure.
This judge.
And every night.
This is epic.
And they will continue to do so. And reflect on the last time they looked you in the eyes, as you looked the jury in the eyes. I don't know a person who's always been such a gregarious, friendly person and cause your life to be tangled in such a web, such a situation that yours have spun into, and it's so unfortunate. Because you had such a lovely family of such friendly people, including you, and to go from that to this.
This is big. This is a lot for him to have to take in.
Your license to practice law has been stripped away from you. You turned from lawyer to witness. And now have an opportunity to make your final appeal as an ex-lawyer. And it's almost, it's really surprising that you're waiving this right at this time. And if you opt to do so, it's on you. You're not compelled to say anything. But you have the opportunity to do so.
And I tell you again, I respect this court, but I'm innocent. I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my wife, Maggie, and I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my son, Paul.
Well, it might not have been you. It might have been the monster you become when you take 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 opioid pills. Maybe you become another person. I've seen that before. The person standing before me was not the person who committed the crime, though it's the same individual.
This judge is so smart.
Leave that at that.
He's so intuitive.
Before announcing sentence on these cases, with regard to all of the other pending cases, are any of them here in Colleton, or I'm sure some of them are?
Yes, sir.
Half of them, or?
I don't have that in front of me, but there are a substantial number of charges here. There's some in Hampton, Orangeburg, Beaufort, Allendale. There may be others that I'm not thinking of right now.
We might have worn out our welcome here in Colleton.
Okay.
They have been, and I'll take this opportunity to thank Sheriff Hill and all of the court officials and really everyone I've
I really
met
need a cup of
and
coffee.
dealt with while here in Colleton County. Just been great. But without any delay, we're going to schedule some of the other matters. I know Mr. Harpootlian's scheduling is complicated, and you've sacrificed quite a bit to be able to be here defending Mr. Murdaugh, as well as the Attorney
I could
General's
see where they
office,
wanted to defend their friend.
all the other many
That'd be
things
hard.
and obligations you have, and to be able to have the Attorney General here, Alan Wilson, for the period of time that he's devoted to being here, along with everyone else. It's been quite a sacrifice. But there are other victims whose cases deserve to be heard. And this case has jumped some of those other cases. Perhaps jumped it because of the
Oh no, it's fine. I'll figure it out, GP. It was just
this
I
case
didn't
resulting in
logistically. I
an
didn't make it
assault
happen.
on the integrity
okay.
of the judicial system in our state,
I'm just like,
law enforcement in our state.
thank you. I'll survive.
Even during this trial, the law enforcement have been maligned for the past 5 or 6 weeks by one who had access to the wheels of justice, to be able to deflect.
No, he's not. He has one thing he can say to you,
investigation.
Jennings. I did not kill my wife
And
Maggie
as
and my son
evidence is
Paul.
pointed out in this case,
That's
the
all he can
looming
say.
storm that Mr.
I am innocent.
Waters talked about.
Okay, dude. Hi, come on.
I can just
Everybody
imagine on
wants to
that
see
day,
you.
June
You're the
7th,
cutie. Come on, cutie.
when a lawyer is confronted
Come on,
and
cutie.
confesses to having stolen over $500,000 from a client,
He was dying.
and he has a tiger like Mark Tinsley on his tail pursuing discovery in the case involving the death of Mallory Beach,
Come here. Come here.
and having a father, for the most part, on his deathbed. I could imagine, or really can't imagine, but I know it had to have been quite a bit going through your mind on that day. But amazingly, to have you come and testify that it was just another ordinary day,
The judge didn't miss anything.
that my wife and son and I were out just enjoying life. Not credible, not believable. You can convince yourself about it, but obviously you have the inability to convince anyone else about that. So if you made any such arguments as a lawyer, you would lose every case like that. Cases you will never have an opportunity to argue anymore, except perhaps your own as you sit in the Department of Corrections. Anything further?
No, sir.
Your last chance, you stupid
Mr. Murdaugh, I
motherfucker.
sentence you to the State Department of Corrections on each of the murder indictments in the murder of your wife, Maggie Murdaugh. I sentence you for a term of the rest of your natural life for the murder of Paul Murdaugh, whom you probably loved so much. I sentence you to prison for murdering him for the rest of your natural life. Those sentences will run consecutive Under the statute involving possession of a weapon during a violent crime, there is no sentence where a life sentence is imposed on other indictments. That is the sentence of the court, and you are remanded to the State Department of Corrections.
He's so lucky.
And officers may carry forth on the imposition.
He deserved the death penalty, and I don't agree with the death penalty ever, so I can't.
Yes, sir.
I can't.
Yes, sir.
Claim that, but it's terrible. It is barbaric. It's terrible that he
Judge
was not
Newman
subject to the same law of justice
the max of 2
that others in his very state
life
are. I love that the
sentences.
judge brought that up.
Those life sentences for the murders of
that he
Maggie
brought that
Murdaugh,
up.
Paul Murdaugh,
Wow, that's
here
big.
in South Carolina.
That's big.
As attorneys for both sides approach Judge Newman for a sidebar, all audio in the courtroom is currently down.
We're watching
going to be getting to
WFLA.
your reaction.
It's a news station out of Florida,
sentencing
out of northern Florida, I think Orlando or something. Anyway, I just really like the news
as far as
people
Judge
there.
Newman's remarks.
They call shit pretty
approximately
straight.
18, 19 or so
I like
minutes
them.
in total.
I'll put in. Let me find out where they are.
As you see here, the attorneys for both sides talking with Judge Newman.
This is the feed we're watching.
Court is dismissed. Again, we'll get to your reaction and whether or not you agree with the sentence.
Yeah, bye, Felicia.
Bye,
bye, spoiled boy. Bye, bye.
Again, a consecutive.
Life has to be. I can't.
Life in prison sentences.
Condone
one for
that.
Maggie, one for Paul.
I can't condone the death penalty. So, bye.
Before we adjourn, an order was issued concerning maintaining the juror's identity being anonymous. That order was issued, and for the most part, it's been complied with, except for the jury leaving the courtroom yesterday, or not the jury, but the defendant leaving the courtroom while the jury was still
Bozo
seated.
and Casey. Scary.
Protecting the identity of the jurors is certainly extremely important during the course of a trial to ensure that no one makes contact with the jury or attempts to influence the jury.
This guy's so
Jurors
smart.
have a right to
I
continue
love
that
smart
privacy
people like
beyond
this.
their jury service, but they're not obligated to do so. And it would not surprise me if
I agree, Ted.
If jurors choose to come forward and to speak
and write their
they're
books.
encouraged to do so.
They've got to write their
That is
books.
desire. I have no
Everybody's got a
problem
book.
whatsoever with the jurors
They got to write their
and asking
subjects.
themselves and speaking freely with the media because they have undergone a life-changing experience as it relates to many of them. And some of them are here now, and I want them to know that should anyone attempt to harass them or
Grandpa
annoy
Judge.
them,
I've been calling him Grandpa Judge this whole.
please let me know, and I will address the issue.
Hi, Muskie Devil.
Secondly, there's a complaint now regarding the posting of autopsy photographs or photos that came from within the courtroom. It's based on the direction of the photographs. It did not come from the audience. It came somehow from within the well of the court.
Oh, that means someone saw an angle of a
Parties have
camera.
requested an investigation of that.
So someone took a screen cap of a live feed? Great.
I have my hands full doing my job, and I don't attempt to conduct any investigations beyond the conducting of a trial, but to the extent that law enforcement decides to review that, that's will be a responsibility of law
Let me
enforcement.
line up something else for us to watch,
Yes.
because I'll hang out for a while. We'll probably just watch CPAC.
Of course, one of the reasons we've sought to seal graphic photos because the parties have a right to privacy and a right to those matters not being publicly disclosed. If anyone has heard about the recent settlement that Kobe Bryant's, another sports analogy, Kobe Bryant's wife just made with Los Angeles County and others out there over certain disclosures of information involving the death of Kobe Bryant, liability can be substantial, and it's a risk for the most part that's not worth taking. So we'll let everyone judge themselves accordingly with that regard. Aside from all that, our business is done here in Colleton County. And I get to use my gavel one or few times during this trial and order that court be adjourned. Sine die.
There you go. Doodly doodly doo doo doo. Watch the court a little bit, but I'll mute them. And then, do you want to build a snowman? Do 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 do. Well, we're gonna try and sing it in French, right? Hold on. Je voudrais un bonhomme de neige. On vient, je vais avec moi. Tous les cachets, on ne vous verra plus. Dès qu'il fait tout, tout n'est plus vraiment l'eau. I don't know the tune. Nous dimons amis. I don't know that song. It's probably better if I try to fake sing it in English. Good job, court, mostly. Yeah, mostly. Not always. Not always. But yeah, I think I'll hang out for a little longer. Oh, are you, Ted? Cool. I'm gonna hang out a little longer. Let's find something to watch, and then I think then I'll have to go to the doctor eventually, but I have some hours. I have some hours. I'm a bee. You don't have like CBAC? You don't have like, oh, they're not showing all of it. Okay, fine, fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Let's see what's happening. Oh, Jesus Christ. Christ on a cracker.
Evil.
I'm
that
so
I cannot
sorry,
believe it
but here we
exists
go.
in this
I'm not
time.
even gonna like
Thank
it.
you so much. But
Oh,
listen,
hi.
call to action.
Hi.
Call to
I'm
action.
gonna turn her down. Sorry about
I'm
that.
introducing my bill next week. Call every single member of Congress and tell them to get on the Protect Children's Innocence Act. Thank you so much to Matt Schlapp and Pat for endorsing my bill.
These sleeves are a little shorter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
We're not just any news network. We show the crowd. We show the energy. We show the enthusiasm. We interview
You're not helping
people.
me, guys.
We show
you
the
guys
smiles
and your stupid
on everyone's
breakaways.
faces as they
Oh, shit. Oh, wait, actually, I need to do it this way because,
to support
frankly,
their values, their beliefs, their flag,
flip
their
between
country.
these. Yeah,
We
so
show
I'll just turn it off for you. I'll have to listen to it. That's what I'll do for you. Yeah, we did. We missed her. Isn't that good? We're so good. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hearing the music. You guys aren't hearing the music. Makes a lot more sense. All right, I need, who in the world puts, do you want to build a snowman in French? This is American Google. Why do they assume it's French, Marie? You want to build? I'm doing this for easily. God damn it! I want to build a snowman lyric. I don't want him in French. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I don't really know the tune, okay? Just so you know, I don't really know the tune. But here we go. Wait, this fucking jacket is not the... This is fashion with the short sleeve shit. What is that? What is that fashion? Fashion or something? Hey, hi. Yeah, that's my foot. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Oh, man. Fucking girls' clothes. Girls' clothes are so dumb. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Right. Oh, Michael and Dell. Fuck you. Oh, good. Okay, good. Perfect. I'm so glad you said that because I'm just going to go ahead and sing whatever I think the song is, and then we'll just kind of go from there. How about that? Sound good to me? Sounds good to me. You want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play. I never see you anymore. Come out the door. It's like you've gone away. We used to be best buddies. Okay, I don't know this song. Let me just play it for myself here. Shit, man. Oh, fuck you. Come on. I need this. Wait. You want to build a snowman? Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, missed it. Do you want to build a snowman? God, they really haven't changed their music in like 5 years.
Thank you guys all for coming.
You want to build a snowman?
This is an honor for me. I am a father. I've got 6 kids.
Are you? Oh, God. Jesus.
And
That's too many.
what strikes me
You
about
need to
this
stop
opportunity
procreating
to be here and seeing talking
immediately.
about this issue of transgenderism
I'm going to need you to stop
is that I'm with 2
procreating
girls
immediately,
that have been
sir.
impacted by this issue from 2
Time
totally
for
different ends of the
courage.
spectrum. Right? We have
Well,
Chloe
those are some
Cole,
serious
who
extensions we've
had
got. Those
gender
are some
confusion
serious
and
conservative
had
extensions
a
we've
whole
got
other
going on.
experience. And then we have
Who's the
Riley
hipster?
Gaines, an amazing athlete,
I can't tell.
who lost her opportunities.
Oh no! Is
So we're
this
going to
the?
talk
Oh
about
my
all this,
God!
and we're going to let
Is
their
this
stories be told because
the
you guys get
women
shut
in
out of the media
sports
all the
thing?
time, right?
Save women's sports?
So,
No.
Chloe, tell the audience just the quick story about how you developed the gender dysphoria and how you were taken advantage of, because this is...
Nope. Don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Look at me. I don't care. I don't care if you think you didn't win your sport because there are trans athletes. To me, that just means that you are a bigot and you've got to figure out your own shit. Yeah. Stop. Oh my God, my cat. My cat. You know what I'm going to do? I think I should. Okay, I can't do this. You get your head out of that because you're going to kill yourself, and then you're going to die on live stream, and I'm going to end up going to jail and feeling bad. So let's not and say we did. Well, anyway, so then I was sitting there, and then they said, "What do you think? You should be in sports." And I said, "Yeah, well, then what did you think? What did you think when they said there's going to be boys in your sports? Are you really mad?" And they're not actually boys, they're girls, because trans women are women. Trans women are women. Trans women are women. No TERFs allowed. Trans women are women. So this sounds to me like sour grapes from athletes that aren't very good. And if you're not very good, guess what? You're probably going to lose. And that's not anybody's fault except your own. I'm sorry, you're not as good at your sport as other people. But gender is a construct. Trans women are women. Trans women are women. Trans women are women. Trans women are women. And if you lose your sport, It probably means you're just not that good, so maybe you should practice some more. I think that would be a good idea. I just think so. Boop. Yes, let's not be bigots. Hey, I have an idea. Let's not be bigots. I think that's a lot of hair that you have on your head. I think, are you Meghan Trainor? Because everybody I see who looks like that, I find out is Meghan Trainor. Is Meghan Trainor a conservative? Is Meghan Trainor a conservative? You know what I think? I think it's terrible when women wear so much hair and extensions that it makes them look like a different woman. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, girly girl? What do you think about that, athlete of the year? What do you think about that? I think girls who put lots of hair on their head aren't girls anymore. They're like different girls with lots more hair. And I don't think that makes you a real girl. I have all my real hair. That makes me a real girl. What are you? You're not a real girl. You're a girl with a lot of hair on your head. I think this is the way we watch CPAC, you guys, with no sound. I think we figured it out. Trans women are women, and sports is a game. Sports are just a game. Sports are just a game. Yeah, I know there's money, but that's not my problem. That problem is yours. It's your problem there's a lot of money in sports, and that's why this is an issue. But it sounds to me like it's a bunch of people with sour grapes. Sour grapes. I'm going to make a shirt that says sour grapes. How are you enjoying those sour grapes? Can I get you some cheese for your sour grapes? Do. I would, yeah, exactly. My hair. Well, my hair, I would love extensions, but I look stupid. Even more stupid than I do now. I'm literally sweating. I'm like literally sweating. Wait, here we go. I'm going to do this because I got to do both things. I got to be able to do two things at once. Yeah, I know 6 kids that are changing their last name. Somebody said that earlier. That's pretty funny. My hair is too sparse. Yes. My hair is too sparse as well. It just looks like it's thick. But it's really very, oh, this is perfect. Look at you guys. Like it's the best of both worlds. I'm not that hot. I'm not sweating. I still can't smoke pot with this setup, but that's okay. Oh, maybe I can. Should we try? Let's do that. Let's try. It's an experiment. Make sure I get the button in the right place. Wait, I should do this on camera so you guys can enjoy the full humor of this situation. Okay, so I have my pen. And I'm going to try and turn it around so that the button is in the right place. Don't know. I'm going to try. Because if that happens, this day is perfect. Is that the button? It's so hard to see these buttons. You know, they make the buttons so silly these days. I just don't know. I probably shouldn't be this close to any camera, but I love you all so much. I'm willing to do anything for you. Isn't that amazing, darlings? Okay. My little hand's going to poke me in the eye, but that's okay. Let's all do it together, shall we? Let's all do it together. Oh my God. Oh my God. GP, I understand, darling, if you have to go to sleep because it's so early in the morning down there in Australia, or nighttime. Wait, it's nighttime. Yes, it's nighttime. Okay. Anyway, here we go. I've just been stalling, that's all. It works. I kind of want to look like I'm holding it though. Here. I can't. I'm crying. I'm crying. I'm sorry. No, it's not that funny. It's probably not as funny at home. That book isn't free, by the way. Okay. Oh my god, I'm really crying. I've got to stop crying. I've got to stop crying. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Wait. This is great. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I don't even want to put my pen down, but I have. I'm not gonna. I'm trying not to poke myself in the eye. I gotta put my pen down. I gotta commit to the bit. Commit to the bit. Commit to the bit. Please, everybody, can you just buy a pair of hands like this for yourselves? Please promise me. They're not expensive. I should do it. Oh, GP, that's brilliant. I'm going to do it in honor of you. Just like I sang Frozen in honor of Easily Distracted. Well, I sang half of, or a third of Frozen. Nope, maybe just a stanza. Oh, wait, I do it. I'm going to poke myself in the eye. Oh my god, my stomach hurts. And I have no coffee. This is what happens when I have no coffee, people. Don't get too excited. Oh my god, did I get like things? Gorilla Network? Did I get things? Oh my god, did I get things on Twitch? Yay. Yay. So I need to put my tissue. Wait, my nose is now running. Hold on. I gotta wipe my nose. Okay. Oh, and I need get off of there. I need to change the caption. Hold on. That I need to do with my real finger. I can't. What are we watching? There we go. Watching right-wing extremists all day long. Okay. There we go. That's right. Now I have my right disclosures on there. Oh my god, this is too much. You guys are making me so happy. Okay, I started out crying. I always do that. I always wake up crying. So dumb. I hate depression. Depression is so dumb. Like, I literally know. Do you guys ever? I mean, you all. I feel like everybody I meet has depression. So I don't think this is an unusual conversation to have. But do you ever feel like when you're really in the down part of your depression, like in a sad part? And I know people have such varying degrees of depression, so I have appreciation for the fact that I'm approaching this in a rather laissez-faire attitude. So please don't know that I revere my depression. Anyway, do you ever just like wake up and go, or if you're in the sad part, you just go, I know I'm not literally this sad. Like, I literally in my head, I know that I'm manufacturing what is happening right now in terms of the level of sadness that I'm putting out. You know what I mean? Yes, of course you know what I mean. Sorry. Oh man. I just got snot on my jacket. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, so I hate that fucking feeling where you're like literally going through this stuff and you literally intellectually recognize that you're not like it's not that bad. Like, there's nothing about my life that is that bad. Absolutely nothing. Anyway, it's just funny to me. And I don't mean funny, haha. Until it is great. It is, although, fantastic fodder for the comedy life. So I can see, well, not now. I can see where people like Robin Williams and people really suffered from deep, deep, deep depression. I kind of see, because you always look at people like that, or maybe you do, maybe you don't. And you go, gosh, I really wouldn't have expected them to get, so like the sadness to be so deep, to get so sad. But that happens. So it's just so interesting. Yeah, you do learn to live with it. But it can be tough. But anyway, yeah, so that's it. So this is brought to you by the Human Channel, THC. This is brought to you by THC, the Human Channel. Also the Human Channel. Oh my God, are they still talking about the fact that they can't win a race? Is that literally what we're still talking about this many minutes later? I've done like 7 bits and these bitches are still talking about how butthurt they are that they didn't win a race. I can't even understand that. What the hell's wrong with these people? Okay, you have to practice more. I have advice for you, overextended girl. You just have to practice more. You have to try harder. You might want to start with taking the extensions out of your hair because I think the drag, if you're a swimmer, which I don't know, I'm guessing here, I'm spitballing, but if you're a swimmer, that hair is never going to work. All right. So maybe your coach should have started there with you and said, listen, Crystal, Tiffany, you cannot have all that hair. It's great for the bar. It's bad for the jar. I don't know what the jar is. I'm just trying to make a rhyme. Pool. What rhymes with pool that has to do with partying? Oh, that's fine when you're sucking on the jewel, but it ain't going to help you in the pool. That's what he said to her, Crystal Tiffany. Crystal Tiffany, I'm telling you right now, that hair is not going to work. I don't know who this woman is. I haven't seen her on this stage before. I have seen the blonde. I've actually seen the blonde. Judge everyone. Who did I judge? Yeah, see, crap. It is. Barstool. Okay, great. Easily distracted. Wait. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what happened. Barstool. That's great for the bar stool, but it ain't going to work in the pool. No, it's not as good. I didn't word it right. That hair's for the bar stool, not the pool. No. That hair will get you dipped on the bar stool. No. Never mind. Never mind. But let's do this again because this was fun. And you know what? Getting high is fun for adults who are in a safe place. Gal Suburban. Oh, okay. All right, whatever. That sounds, okay. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. That doesn't mean that every other person transitioning has those feelings. So I'm sorry. Hair is good for the pool, for the pole, not the pool. That's a good one. Hair is good for the pole, not the pool, girl. Hair is good for the pole, not the pool, girl. That's a good one. And easily distracted, you could also say that hair is good for the bar stool, not the no. I just can't get it today. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. All right, give up. You have to give up at a certain point. Wow, we could really, literally, I think I've been doing, what have I done? 75,000 bits at this point, and literally these idiots are still talking. I can't stand that guy. I don't remember what his name is, but I don't even care. Hey everybody, Gal Suburban's here. Later, there, there. Good morning, Gal. Good morning, Gal. Gal, I've been smoking pot with my little tiny hands. I'm smoking pot with my tiny hands. And guess what? We're also going to do tonight, we're going to have a very special Lolo lounge. Oh, KMSC does address the court, and it's really stupid. So get ready. Sorry, spoiler alert. But anyway, don't go to Locals, by the way. Locals is an op. It's terrible, and it's just a big platform. It's a big platform of nothing but hate and stupid lies. So don't go to Locals. And let's see. Tonight we're doing a special lounge. So we'll start at 6:30, our normal time, wherever that is for you. I know it is a letdown, KMS, but it gets better. It gets better. Listen to the judge. Listen to Grandpa Judge. He's really good. And so he, oh shoot, no, I don't remember. Oh, tonight we're gonna have the lounge start at the normal time. We'll like do our thing, and because that's the time when the 5-8 normally has their after party, and a lot of our friends come from the 5-8, so we want to give them a chance to get off to do their after party, and then they'll come over. Hopefully, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe then maybe they're going for brick fired oven pizza. I don't know. Like that. I don't run your lives. I don't run chat's lives. So I will go ahead and within about an hour, like when people start to arrive, we'll show Jim Stewartson's documentary on QAnon, American Mindfuck. Mindfuck, mindfuck, da da da, mindfuck, mindfuck. Oh, I just wrote him a theme song. I'll let him know tonight. Hopefully I'll remember it. Mindfuck, 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 mindfuck. It's an American mindfuck. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. So I will, yeah, I'll do that. Oh, thank fucking Jesus. Get the next Nazis on stage. Roll out the next Nazis onto the tip of the penis. The tip of the penis needs conservative bodies. Bring us some conservative minds to fill the tip of the penis, please. We beg of you. We're actually going to do this, gal. I'm going to watch as much CPAC as I can without the sound on. Oh, the portrait of the grandfather, KMS, because they have portraits of all the old judges in South Carolina in that courtroom. And at the back of the courtroom was this huge ass portrait of Murdaugh's grandfather. So the judge had it removed at the beginning of trial because creepy. I know, it's okay. I know you're catching up, but I'm telling you right now, the judge part, you're going to be like, what the, we're not going to hear from you for like 20 minutes because you're going to be like straight up listening. It's crazy. These guys are talking about gold because they think that they want to destabilize or whatever. I don't know what, actually, they just want to steal people's money. Let's be honest. I want to steal your money. I don't have any other reason to sit here and tell you about what I'm doing, but I just want to like, whatever. Yeah. So if you believe what I'm saying, you're probably as crazy as I am, and you're the mark. And thank you for being the mark, because we need someone to sell all this fake gold to. And Tintin, my friend over there, Brian Glenn, I call him Tintin because of the hair. We're going to go over that because I'm sure we'll see him. And then, yeah, so you can text Trump to this, and then that'll give you more fake gold advice and things. And but you'll only pay like shipping and handling, but it'll be for that. And then I think what happens, didn't somebody bring up yesterday that when you buy the free Trump book that you, destabilize world economy, chaos, fascism, boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, 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 beep. No, I know. It's going to come back. Hold on. Goebbels. Okay, wait. My dad used to sing a song from World War II. Hitler has only got one ball. Goering had two, but they were small. Himmler had something similar, and poor old Goebbels had no balls at all. My dad sang that song to us when we were kids. It is Trump data mining, but then they also have a subscription thing that when you go ahead and kind of like, what am I trying to say? Oh, fuck it. I don't know. Hey, you know what I'm going to do? Let me do something crazy. Oh, no. Sorry. Big forehead. I'm going to start it. I'm not going to necessarily stay with it, but I'll start it.
investment and growth, it bears a stark and concerning contrast to the roaring Trump economy, where we make things and produce things, and we're the envy
but I'm
of
very
the world.
scared.
And there seems to be no end in sight for the government-induced inflation that the Biden administration
Well, actually, there is because it's been coming down. But okay.
And when we look to the world, it's not much different. We've got a president who stumbles up and down the stairs of Air Force One as his policies stumble across Europe. I think we had to spend 4 or 5 days asking the Chinese Bible what its pronouns were before we were willing to shoot it down. And so, in times of concern, throughout all of human history, people have looked to leaders for inspiration and courage and guidance. And increasingly, when Americans look to Washington, D.C., we see but husks of humans, vessels through which the foreign interests abroad and the special interests here at home operate. And so I am proud to stand before you as the only Republican in the United States Congress who refuses all donations from every lobbyist and political action committee. Their money is no good with me. I work for you and you alone.
Is the sound okay? This is a sound check.
I am on a mission to change Washington, D.C. because Washington is a deeply corrupt place. You saw the work of that mission during the election of the Speaker earlier this year.
Oh, yes, we did, Honey Bunny. We were all there. Oh, my God. That was fun. That was fun. That was such acting. You guys should get, like, fucking... You should get, like, fucking awards. Yay, Chucklecuck. Is Chucklecuck watching?
We had extreme ideas, like the bills before our consideration.
How's your investment working out for you, Chucklecuck?
So that I wouldn't have to vote on the farm bill the same time I'm voting on war powers. We thought we really could send a shock through the system.
Warren Yemen's
with a
funny.
requirement that the
I'm that
amendments to
good.
bills actually be germane to the subject area of the bill. We thought
Boy,
that
he is really nervous.
who had turned against the American people
thank you, GP.
should have their
He seems
salaries
quite nervous.
singled out so we could vote against them. Imagine if we could have voted against the salary of Dr.
He seems
Fauci
very
years
animated,
ago.
gal. If you're still watching, do you not think so? I think Mr. Matty might have had a little toot-toot backstage. I know, I'm just saying.
By omnibus,
well, I'll tell you what he is snorting. He's snorting the good powder of fear these days. He is. Yes, it is. He's snorting the good powder of fear. I say. And I'm here for it.
For the equipment for our troops, the same time you're voting
Come
for
on, Maddie.
Department of Labor, we will
show us your
forehead.
Again.
We will individually
buy me a salad. Buy me a salad, Natty.
And give them the thorough review that they deserve.
He's always weird and awkward.
But perhaps
not me. Not me.
Concession that we
Yelly.
received during that fight was the establishment of a special group of legislators to analyze the weaponization of this government.
How'd that work out for you? Because I don't know. I feel like you guys ended up being the drama. I'm just going to say. I think that was like cringe AF is what I think the kids would say.
Every second of our time and every ounce of our energy, we either get this government back on our side or we defund and get rid of abolish the FBI, CDC,
we create
ATF,
incredible chaos in the world because Peter Thiel smells like pine needles, damn it! I said Peter Thiel smells like pine needles!
It's too much to ask. I really don't. And in this effort, I must update you on an important update. We have been taking
I'm going to update you on this important update. Listen.
Patriots, people who worked at the FBI and saw things like targeting Americans who attended school
Yeah,
board
he's the one.
meetings, like labeling people domestic extremists because
No, they
expressed
identified
support for
that
building
people
the
were making
wall or the
threats to
Second
actual
Amendment
school board
online.
members, and
We
that
had
they
FBI
could actually
agents
also
telling
be
us that
funded by dark
they were cooking the
money and
books,
what we call
where there would be a normally one page that you would open
astroturf.
up on
Yeah,
domestic
where's Nestor?
extremism. You had the
Where's
Washington field
Nestor?
office putting
Where's
pressure
Lucky?
on agents to open up
Where's
separate
Ginger?
cases on each individual so that there would be the
The
veneer,
monster you've
the
become.
illusion, the
So good,
appearance
KMS.
that all
The
of our
judge's
fellow
speech is
Americans, that
amazing.
our neighbors were
Amazing.
somehow extreme and trying to overthrow our government when in fact that is not the case.
No, actually it was.
deposition
EO13848, Matt, look it up. 2018. Yeah, bitch.
who served in the FBI, who shared with us these things. And yesterday, Judiciary Democrats
Yeah,
put out
where's
a smear
Palmer?
piece on him.
Where's Palmer
They
Lucky?
took
Huh?
really
Where's
out of
Palmer Lucky?
context
Get really
portions of
high.
his
Get really
testimony,
high.
and they tried to discredit what he shared with
That's
us
okay. I'm
as a
gonna
whistleblower
karate
because
chop him for you
he's
easily.
a vaccine skeptic. And because when the FBI left him without pay and without the ability to earn an income, there were people who gave him a few $1,000s so
Okay,
that
I'm
he
gonna
was
take a
able
minute.
to
I'm gonna get a little
buy a
more
winter
high.
coat for his children.
I'm
And
gonna
be
get a
able
soda
to
because I
meet
don't
the
have any
month's
coffee.
bills.
As everyone knows the
So we
saga
have
of
an
this
active
morning, I don't have
case
any
where we're
coffee.
working to corroborate this information, to build the evidence, and Democrats are obstructing the
Yeah,
investigation.
I'm gonna be okay.
And so
Yeah,
it is
Gesundheit.
no
Half an hour
longer
ago.
time to go back to the old low energy
When we
Paul
go down
Ryan,
to the river
Trey
to
Gowdy days
pray,
of fake oversight.
learn about
These
that
are the Jim
glory
Jordan,
and who
Marjorie
will
Taylor
wear the
Greene,
starry
Matt Gaetz
crown. Oh
days.
Lord, show me the
And if the
way.
Democrats are
Oh
going to
mother, let's
obstruct
go
our
down, let's
investigation,
go
then I am
down, come
calling
on
to
down.
remove the
Oh
Democrats
mother,
from our
let's go
investigation.
down,
They
down
shouldn't
to
be
the river
allowed
we
to sit in the
pray.
depositions and
As
hear
I
the
went
evidence
down to
if
the
they
river
are going
to
to use
pray,
that to try
worrying
to get
about
in the
that
way
good
of
old way,
thorough,
and
rigorous
who will
oversight.
wear
And
the
I don't believe
starry
that means
crown.
hearings
Oh
where we yell at
Lord,
people.
show
I
me
think
the
that means a
way.
fundamental
Oh
reshaping of
Father,
this
let's
government,
go
a
down,
reshaping
let's
of this
go
town.
down, come on
I know
down.
every time I
Oh
give talks like
Father,
this and meet
let's
with our
go
great activists,
down,
I always
down to
get a
the river
question at some
to
point where people say,
pray.
do you still have
As
hope?
I went
Can
down
we
to the
even
river
still
to pray,
save this thing,
studying about
this
the
great
good
experiment?
old
And I
way,
know we
and who
can.
will
And
wear the
here's what I would say.
starry
Even though
crown.
at
Oh
your job it may
Lord,
feel like
show
you're
me the
outnumbered,
way.
sometimes even in your
Oh
social groups,
brother,
it may
let's
feel like you
go
can't
down,
wave
let's
your MAGA
go
flag
down, come
at full
on
mast.
down.
But
Oh
I saw
brother, let's
what a group
go
of parents
down,
did
down
in
to the
Loudoun
river
County
to
who at first were
pray.
outnumbered. I saw what pilots did at Southwest Airlines who stood up against the vaccine mandate. I saw what Navy SEALs did who got injunctions so that now
Did
we are in a
you? What were you
position
doing
to, in a
watching them?
Republican House of
Why were you
Representatives,
watching them,
restore every
Creepazoid?
one of our military patriots with their full rate and back pay.
I think we
And
need hymnals. Maybe that's what we need.
all of you saw what 20
Ow.
members of the House of
I need some good,
Representatives did when we demanded change
Let's
in a
sing.
corrupt town. These are different times. They are new times. They call for
Oh,
boldness and
children, let's
patriotism.
go
It is the honor of
down,
my
let's
life to
go
fight alongside
down,
each
come
and every one of
on
you. Go to
down. Oh,
mattgaetz.com, join my
children,
fight,
let's
vote
go
for Donald J.
down,
Trump in the
down
CPAC
to the
straw
river
poll,
to
and let's go
pray.
get them. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, GP. Thank you, Cameron. I'm a Nazi. I'm a Nazi. He's a Nazi. They're all Nazis. Who's up next on the penis tip?
In light of the recent events, your continued support means everything to myself and my employees.
But you know what? I do have a song for Mike Lindell because Mike Lindell, he's going to hell. That Mike Lindell's going to hell. Oh, Mike Lindell, you're going to hell. Mike Lindell's going to hell. Oh, those pillows, they will not sell. They won't sell way down in hell. No, they won't. They won't. Those pillows, they won't sell too well. They're down there in hell. Oh, Mike Lindell, you're going to hell. You're going straight right down to hell. And those pillows, well, they won't sell. They won't sell down well in hell. No, they won't sell. Those pillows, they won't sell too well. But Michael Lindell, you're going to hell. You're going to hell, 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 hell. And how stupid do you have to be to spend all of your own money when there's plenty of Russian money out there for the laundering? But no, Mike Lindell, he wants to spell his name in piss on the snow. And there's no telling him not to go down to Bow. I don't know, but he's going to hell. That Mike Lindell. Look at it's Tintin and his love child, Marjorie. Let's hear what they're going to say to each other. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make up what they're going to say to each other. Because you know what? It doesn't really matter what they're going to say to each other. Tintin, okay? Tintin, look at his hair. And just Google Tintin, and this is him. He and I hate each other in real life on Twitter. We used to. Now I'm not on Twitter. He is on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. He's on Twitter. But he and I hated each other because I would call him Tintin all the time, and he knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about and how disgusting he was. We've had a relationship for years, this little motherfucker and I. Anyway, I digress. I think he's fucking that bitch. I think he's fucking her, and her husband got all mad, right? Etc., etc. Whatever. So here's what they're going to be talking about. I didn't tell you that I loved you. Yeah, you did. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. Okay, so you can just stop lying right now because I know everything about you and I know who cuts your hair and why they cut it that way and why you think that it looks good and why everything is going to happen and I'm going to be the queen of the world and you can't stop me and you just missed out because I am going to be like the person who everybody goes to for advice on the hair that I should have and how pretty I am and that I smell like pine needles, but you're going to just miss out on that, mister, so you can just fucking take your Tintin haircut. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I'm done until you tell me you're ready for me to come back. And then I'm coming right back. Not a problem. No problem. I will be right there. It's going to be fine. I'm never going to ask you to come back because, frankly, you were really horrible in the sack. And I don't understand anyone, frankly, would want to talk to you. And, frankly, you don't smell anything like pine needles. If anything, you smell like a pile of old trash. Okay? So that's what I'm going to say. Well, I just think that's really mean, and I don't understand why you think that that's something that you can say to me, but I'm going to try and smile through this pain because I'm a professional and everybody thinks I'm pretty. And Mike Flynn said that my toes were perfectly fine and that God made me that way, and that's just something that I should accept. And everybody's going to like me, and you're just a different person, and I don't understand that haircut. Yeah, but I'm still going to tell you something because I really have to keep holding this microphone because this hair looks really good today. And this is the side of the camera face that I really want everyone to see me on because I need to find a new boyfriend because you have basically kicked me to the curb. And now my husband's kicked me to the curb and Matt Gaetz has kicked me to the curb. And yeah, I know, that's fine. Nobody wants to hear from you anymore because, frankly, you're the most boring woman on the planet. And I think that hair is really stupid. And, frankly, you could use some keratin treatment. That's what I'm going to say. And I know a thing or two about hair, lady, because look at my hair. I look like Tintin. Tintin was a brilliant cartoon character. Everybody loves Tintin. Nobody hates Tintin. Everybody loves Tintin. You're the only one that doesn't. I think Tintin was stupid. I think nobody knows it. It's almost like a European cartoon. So over here, nobody knows what it is. And that's just stupid. Nobody watches European cartoons in this country. Nobody. Anybody? Does anybody watch it? No. See, you fucking idiot. Nobody watches European cartoons in this country because we are Americans. We're Americans first. We're Americans first and we watch American cartoons made by Americans. We don't have any stupid hair that we do, and we just have heart. We make cartoons for Americans, and that's it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm done talking about it. You people, you need to go home. You go home and you forget who I am. You just forget you ever saw me here because I don't want to go to prison. I didn't put those things there. Those bombs didn't even really exist. That was an op and a red herring done by the Trump administration so that people would think that there was another terrorist act in contention with, the thing and whatever. And then I did that. But no, I think it was Ivan Raiklin. I think he's the one who, if anybody did anything, I think it was that gnome. It wasn't me. I was over here. I was talking to Trump. And then I was talking to Flynn, and I thought, I'm almost as tall as Mike Flynn. And I thought, wow, I didn't realize that Mike Flynn was actually that short in real life. Who knew that a person could actually be that short and really be have anyone listen to a word that motherfucker says? Can you believe that? I just don't understand that. Like as a short person, I understand that maybe we have Caillou, that's Canadian. Yeah, no, this is a Tintin. This is a full Tintin haircut. Anyway, so then what I was saying is that I don't remember what I was saying, but it doesn't really matter because, really at the end of the day, Tintin or Brian or whatever your fucking name is, you broke my heart. And I just think I want to tell these people how he broke my heart. So I just think I'm going to continue to say what I need to say and express who I am as a woman, who I need to express who I am. And then you can just go cut your hair and shave it. For all I care, you want to be groiper. I don't understand you. And this is a dumb network. This network is silly. It's not covering anything, really. I mean, what is it even covering? Why is it even existing? Oof, man, this woman, I really can talk, can't I? I don't know why I'm single. I don't understand why I'm single. I don't understand why none of these guys, not one of these guys will stay with me and grab a mushroom on top of the counter. That I don't understand. Well, I think everyone understands because frankly, you're just like the most insufferable bitch on the fucking planet. And I can't wait to get away from this fucking table fast enough. But, oh yeah, I know. Well, me too, fucker. So why don't you just go fuck yourself and then you can, take Liz Willis out for fajitas at Chili's after. Why don't you just do that? Because that's something that we did once and it was great and it was special. And we shared a margarita with 2 straws. But no, you don't remember any of that, do you? No, nothing of that. That doesn't mean anything to us, does it anymore? We had Poughkeepsie. Well, yeah, I know, but it was a bad margarita, and I got sick afterwards, if you remember. Actually, I think I actually threw up all over you as I was mounting you, so that was disappointing. I don't know why you have good memories of that, but that's you. Well, I just think, I just look beyond all the bad things that happened in our relationship, and I focus on the positive. And I just think that was a magical night. Trying to those split ends. Who does extensions that come with split ends? I don't understand that. I really don't. I didn't know they sold extensions that had split ends built in. Anyway, oh man, I can really talk, can't I? Yeah, I can really pack it in. I better check and see when my doctor's appointment is. Because I still don't have a fixed car. I have to take an Uber to my doctor's appointment. God damn it. I am such a loser. I need to start adulting. This is okay. I'm gonna for the second day in a row. I'm gonna rant that this is one of those things I need a fucking husband for. I need a husband for the car stuff. I need a husband for I'm gonna help you get through this emotionally. Oh my god. Oh my god. Uh-oh, did I not write down when oh, shit. I didn't write down when my doctor's appointment was. Hold on. Bear with me. I guess I'll let you listen to Margie Three Toes and Tintin, and we'll see what they're really talking about. Wouldn't it be funny if they were really talking about what I was saying?
About where are all these kids, all these unaccompanied minors? We have lost track of them. We don't know where they are. We know that they're end up working as child labor. We know that
I just have to find my doctor's appointment.
Of sexual abuse? Are they being sold into child sex slavery? Human trafficking is massive across the border. So yeah, when it comes to
Mommy,
Ukraine,
make it
the
stop.
United
Mommy,
States
make it
government
stop.
that's paid for by all of you should care about our border and should not be funding a war over in Ukraine. We should be negotiating peace. It's very simple.
Okay, before I let you go, there is no doubt you're probably one of the most attacked members in Congress, not only on social media, but in real life on the
I don't
streets.
know.
You talked
I think
earlier about
Paul
an incident that
Pelosi
happened
would like to
last
have a
week
word.
in a restaurant.
Frankly.
How has life changed for you? You
I
survived
think Paul
2
Pelosi has an issue with
primaries.
that, but I could be
You
wrong.
Not just survived them.
destroyed your opponents.
Let me see if there's
How has
anything
your
else
life
to
changed
watch.
now
I'm
that
just
you're
checking. Hold on,
in
because then I
Congress,
actually
one of the
probably do have to
highest-ranking
figure out
members
what
of
my whole
Congress? But what has your
warning
life
is.
changed outside of Congress as far as
I better
people
figure out
coming
how I'm
after
going to get
you
to North
for what you believe
Hollywood
in?
from here.
Well, my
So,
life has changed drastically.
which I
As a
will.
matter of fact, my
I will.
legislation offends some people so much that they've tried to kill me for it.
There's
The
nothing
Protect
on.
Children's Innocence
I
Act,
am
the
so
bill I
sorry.
introduced.
They did? They
After
tried to
that, I
kill you?
introduced that bill. They swatted my house 6 times. They literally tried to
Oh,
have me
yeah, I
murdered.
think that was a lie.
And then just
I think that was a
recently, a man
lie.
in New York
You didn't give any
pled
proof of
guilty
that.
to planning to murder me. And
Well,
then
the
guess what,
energy is
everybody?
big today.
The judge
Yeah, well,
decided
it's
to send
actually
him
not.
home.
This is
Go
acting,
back home
Max.
to
That's what
wait
they
his
call acting.
sentencing. So yeah, people are literally trying to kill me for the stances that I take and how hard I fight about it.
I know I don't
But
have
my
any
life
coffee,
outside of,
Max.
or inside and outside
That
of
might be
Congress,
part of the problem.
I'm still
I've
the
had a
same
lot of
person.
weed.
You're the same
And,
I've had a lot of
absolutely. I
weed.
work out. I have a lot of
Oh
fun. Do a
man.
lot of things. I think a lot of people would
I
find my
get, but
life
I get my
pretty
arthritis
exciting, and
medicine
we have a
today.
good time.
I'm so
Apparently, she's
happy.
got 32
I'm
million
so
views on
happy.
Twitter of her doing chin-ups.
Yeah,
And
she divorced
apparently
Marie
that
because she
mailed
slept
to the
with this
internet
guy.
as well. Before we let you go, a
Tintin.
lot
I'm
of
not
Trump
kidding.
2024 chants
Lived in
have been,
Tintin.
break out
Fuck
randomly
Tintin.
here at
She lived
CPAC.
in.
What's your thoughts on Trump going into 24?
Oh,
Fuck
I'm
this guy.
all about supporting
And
President Trump. I
that's
absolutely
right.
love him.
You got
My
it, my
favorite
girlfriend.
president.
And
I know
then
there's going to be a
let's see what
primary and
else.
people will do that.
She
but let me tell you something, and I've been saying it
I don't
all
know.
along.
Did she? I
One
don't
of
think
the
she
things
screwed
that
Matt Gaetz. I
got me
don't think
attacked
she does
Brian,
not seem
is
like his
after the
type.
2020 election
She's
and
over
after
18.
January
Number
6th,
one.
I
No.
still proudly
I
stood
mean, he's
publicly
married
and I
to
said
Ginger
President Trump
Lucky
is the
Ginger.
leader of the
Lucky
Republican Party.
Ginger.
Still, he was then, and he still is today. And President Trump in the polling
President
shows
Trump.
he is so far ahead. He's going to win the primary, and
That's
then we'll
my
be sending
wagon,
him
and I'm
into the
hitching my
general election
scars
in
to it.
2024.
Margie Taylor
Lick
Greene
dirt,
joining us
Marjorie.
here at CPAC
Lick dirt.
2023. Thank you so much for your
As
time.
they would
You've got
say.
a bunch
Oh,
of
thank
people
you.
to
Yeah,
talk
you got to
to.
go. Yeah, you have to go. You,
There you go.
bitch, have to
We'll
go.
take it back inside.
Welcome to the My Pillow 2.0
Yeah, she bopped her trainer. She
commercial.
bopped a bunch. Ah! Oh my god, this guy. This guy's okay. So my conspiracy theory about CPAC is that they have real problems getting speakers because they've had more breaks, longer breaks between panel or whatever's, between propaganda clusterfucks than usual. So kind of weird. Kind of weird. Something killing her. Her husband left her first time because she was cheating on him with her polyamorous tantric second. They have instructors for that? Wow. Oh, honey, I'm gonna go pick up groceries, drop off the dry cleaning, and then stop by my tantric sex instructors for my weekly. I mean, I'm sex positive. I support, but that seems kind of odd. Oh God, Grace Saldana. Grace, that actually that's a nice top though. I like her top. That's cute. I mean, you know how I feel about pink. I really love my pink. Well, I don't know, Tintin. I don't know how you felt about that last segment, but I'm still cringing. I don't know. What do you think? Well, I'm cringing all the time because this is my life now. And I have sold my soul to a devil, and I'm about to really pay the fucking price, probably for the rest of my miserable life. But the good news is that there will always be Botox, and there will always be MILFs like Marjorie Taylor Greene that want to, yeah, I just can't help it. I'm very attractive to the opposite sex. Tantric trainer? Oh, I thought he was her fitness trainer. I like watching this with no sound. I'm going to be real honest with you. It really actually makes me less stressful. Less stressful? Less stressed. And stressful, probably. I think I'm very stressful. I don't mean to be. Can I just say that out loud? I don't mean to be stressful to people in my life. I apologize for all the times I'm stressful. I'm really working on it. Yeah, he was a gym trainer, but he was into tantric sex. Okay, whatever. Who isn't? No, I'm just kidding. Why, just this morning. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I do like that top she's wearing. Okay, so I'm going to say something positive. Every time somebody comes on screen, I'm going to say one thing that's positive. This is my outreach to MAGA. Get ready. I'm afraid it's going to get lower energy from here because now I'm really tired. Max reminded me I'm tired. I'm just kidding. I'm not that tired. Oh my God, it's endless. Oh, Mike Lindell, you're going to hell. Oh, Mike Lindell's going to hell because his pillows, they won't sell. Thank you. They won't sell down in hell. No, 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 no. Mike Lindell is going to hell. Liz Willis. Okay, I have a good one, Max, though. Let me tell you how I got that bitch. I thank you. God bless you. Let me tell you how I got Liz Willis by the short hairs. She was talking. Okay, this is kind of dumb, but remember, you may not remember, but Frank TV, Lindell's network is on frankspeech.com or frankspeechtv.com or something. Anyway, so he, I don't know if it was not a year ago, it was like half a year ago. He wanted to start his own social network, like Twitter, because why not? Everybody else has. God damn it. So he spent his own money again and built Frank. Was it Frank Social? That's what it is. Frank Social, which is, I don't even know if it's still, I have an account. Actually, this is the story. The story is Liz Willis was at it's because he smells. Liz Willis was at a rally and she was like, I'm at the break, I'm going to go and set up my Frank Social account and I'm going to grab the name Liz because I want to make sure I'm Liz on Frank Social. And so what did I do? I did. Oh, yeah. I made Liz at Frank Social a left-wing communist bitch. Yeah. Anyway, so that was fun. Yeah, I know. And now we're going to buy gold so we can destabilize the world currencies and just fuck everything up, or just really just launder a bunch of money. That's actually what we're doing. Please purchase this money laundering scheme. It's to my left, and you'll see that you can purchase a lot of fake coins and fake gold and basically pay a lot of handling and other fees until you no longer have any more disposable income, and then all of it is ours. And then Peter Thiel, who does smell like pine needles, it can be reported now here today, Peter Thiel will actually be your lord, and you will be the serfs. And everything will work out because this planet will be colonized for serfdom, while the billionaires actually go to the newly colonized planet of Mars. I know they're brilliant, and that's why they're the smart ones, and that's why they're billionaires, and that's why we need to listen to what the billionaires have to say. Oh, here they are now. Who's this clown? Who's this clown is the most annoying insults, because not only are you calling someone a clown, you're saying they're not even one of the better known clowns. Ha! Oh, this is a known clown, though. I'm Sean Spicer, and I stand in bushes.
It isn't just enough to say, I'm going to stop buying this. I'm not going to buy Coke anymore because it's woke. I'm going to buy Diet Dr. Pepper, which is better, by the way. I'm not going to buy Coke. But let Coke know why you're doing this, because that's what will impact.
Well, I want
What are you
pick up on that, because
pooping
I
on Diet Coke for?
in the last
I'm Sean Spicer.
12 months in particular, the right and people in this room in particular,
His show on Newsmax is so horrible.
super active, we've gotten some wins. We've actually
I'm
gotten
so sorry.
some wins on the board when we've stood up and said no. The they can't just roll over us. I guess the question is, what do you think, Speaker, has changed? Do you think that we're organized better, that there are groups that are, do you think we've just had enough? What is it? But I feel empowered more than ever before.
I think people are just fed up with the current administration in Washington, and they're looking for states to take action. And we are a republic.
Who do you listen to? I mean, I'm always amazed when you talk to a politician. What comes into your phones, your email, what DMs do you get? What do you go, okay, I've got a problem, or I'm doing well?
It comes, it's for us in the House of Representatives, we listen to the people that elect us in Oklahoma. We carry the priorities to our legislative session. Our legislative session is only 4 months every year. But it's a collaboration between the other conservative states in the union too. My relationship with, let's say, Speaker Cameron Sexton in Tennessee, it's great to be able to pick up the phone, collaborate and exchange, hey, how is this affecting your state? What are you seeing? And build a coalition to move this type of pieces of legislation through to protect the people of our states. So it's a multi-faceted issue, and we have to be motivated and inspired to really not only just focus on our state to get it right, but to work with these other states to help them. And coming with ESG, we have been working to come up with model legislation. And Andrew, thank you for your input. And Senator Brown was here yesterday. I appreciate his involvement in championing this issue in this bill that we saw go through both the Senate and the House this week in Washington on this Department of Labor rule. We have to fight this at all levels, but in the state of Oklahoma, we have no one to blame but Republicans for not getting things done. So we are highly motivated. Every day we were in session working for the people.
Yeah. Andy, you touched on cancel culture a little. Let me ask you this. From a conservative standpoint, you look at a company like Disney that has gone like woke plus. What is your advice? I mean, you touched on it for a second. Don't just cancel call. But do you say to a parent, don't get Disney Plus, don't watch Disney movies, or do you just call Disney? I mean, what is it? Because how do we strike that balance between being active and protest?
Well, the more active you are, the more effective what you're doing. It's going to mean more. If you don't go to Disneyland or Disney World for a vacation, and it's because of their woke policies, call them and tell them that. If you just don't go, it'll have an effect. But it'll have a much more meaningful effect if you go there. And look, Disney's aware of this. I mean, you don't offend half your target market, and not realize what you're doing. I mean, they're aware that they've messed this up, and they've lost control now in Florida of the land in which Disney World stands, thanks to Governor DeSantis, who deserves a round of applause. So they're aware that they've messed this up, but the more pressure you can put on them, the easier it makes the CEO to resist the internal culture. They've made so many changes that their culture has now changed. So when you're running that company, you want to make changes. You got to move. It's like moving the Titanic. It's not like turning a speedboat. You got to move. You got to turn the Titanic. And when you let them know that supports what they're doing, it makes it easier for them to do it.
And so. Do you guys think that when you mentioned talking to the Speaker of Tennessee, is there a collaboration among the states to say, hey, I know I've talked to a lot on my show with Jimmy Patronis in Florida. I mean, they've done a great job in Florida of pulling out of BlackRock and saying, we're not going to let BlackRock invest our funds. Is there collaboration among the states to saying, hey, we've had a win, look at what you guys can do?
Absolutely. And when 25 states in this country make a move like that, we send a very clear message, and that changes the dynamic. But you cannot, I don't want to underscore the fact of the point that Andrew's making also. It's the people of our country also. Government can't do everything. They can't protect against everything. The people of this country have got to engage and act with your own money and Make a protest vote by changing your business, whether that's Disney, whether it's the financial institution that you use, the investment company that you use. If you want to get people's attention, you have once again, the man with the goal makes the rules. Well, and ultimately, that's the people of this country.
I think about the instance of Goya Foods, when the CEO of Goya Foods went to see President Trump, and he said something positive, and they tried to cancel him. In fact, everyone went out and bought garbanzo beans just to buy them and said, screw you, we're going to support, Goya and President Trump, and they were benefited. So, I mean, that's another example of going out and voting with our pocketbooks and showing that we'll stand up for principles. But yes. I think that gets back to this idea of we've got the ability to vote with our wallets too, just as much as the left. Yes. And if we stand up and do the right thing, that happens, right? I mean, that's the takeaway.
And that's what I believe the far left is ultimately concerned and scared of.
Right.
The people of this country activating and making those decisions with their pocketbooks.
Andy?
Yeah, the left doesn't want a second economy, and that second economy would be an economy that's supported by conservatives. And you do start to see the widening out there now, where some companies are going left, some companies are going right. The ideal world would be a Milton Friedmanish kind of world, where everybody actually just focused on making profits, generating returns for investors, doing the kinds of things companies traditionally did. It's the change. It's that emphasis on this environmental, social, and governance investment criteria that's really had a terrible effect on our economy. I'll quote Joe Manchin. He said yesterday that ESG puts politics over the interests of 150 million retirees in this country. And Manchin isn't always right, but he was right yesterday.
Well, I want to thank you both for having this wonderful conversation. I think the big takeaway is, we've got power. Let's be active. Let's go out there and vote with our wallets. Let's have our voices heard, and let's get things done. Thank you for being a wonderful audience and being here.
Thanks, everybody.
Anyway, thank you. By the way, I've got a great new book on fake news. I'll be signing it at 12 o'clock down in CPAC Central. I'll see you down there. Oop.
Ladies and gentlemen, up next, the Biden crime family. Please welcome, from Kentucky, Chairman of Committee on Oversight and Accountability, James Comer. Editor-in-Chief of The Federalist, Molly Hemingway. And your host, former Congressman and CPAC board member, Bob Beaupre.
Of public opinion, if not in federal court, it is, as Steve Bannon likes to say, a transnational criminal organization. It has engaged in war crimes against our country already.
Hold on.
And crimes against humanity against the Chinese people. Exactly.
They're the worst dictatorship in the world. But hang on. I'm interested in going after the CCP, but I'm as interested in going after the CCP's collaborators here in the United States of America. Are you going to do that? Do you have the stones to do that?
The prosecution is of the CCP and its enablers in America. And those are the guys who are engaging in treason. You mentioned Wall Street. I say it every time I'm on this show, they're sending your money to fund their attacks on us.
I want this audience to understand how it's their money that shifted the factories over to China, and it's their money that is financing. And the CCP, here's the thing. The 5 families that run the 5 factions are the 5 wealthiest families on earth. They make the Saudis look like peasants. Talk to me about how they're using their money.
Damn it, you missed the best part. That was actually the funniest bit of the entire show. Damn it. Okay, I digress. No! It's been muted for a while. Damn it, it was so funny, you guys. I think my earphone died. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. I think you can. Well, I don't know. Maybe my computer is starting to tell me that it's time to go to the doctor's. I turned the sound down on the other thing. Oops, sorry. Let me get my. But yes, it's time to. Then we have Matt, and he's gonna say, and then can you say okay? Okay. Do 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 do. And then I think I'm on mute. My God, I lost Matt's time. Wait a minute. Wow, there must be a glitch in the matrix. Let's fix this. I think it's fixed. Hold on just a minute. Hold on, here we go. How's that? Is that better? Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you hear me? Ooh.
Aw, Jim. Just tell her Happy Mother's Day. No. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know how you guys feel about that stuff. What happened to Matt? Did he freeze? What the fuck? Hold on. What the hell? This is like, oh yeah, I'm back. Okay, good. Look at this face. Look at this. Ooh, ooh, yeah, ooh, ooh. I gotta screenshot this. Hold on. Don't unfreeze Maddie. I got you, motherfucker. I got you, motherfucker. Oh, it's because I froze you.
Don't throw the ATF in. Well, you want to defund with ATF. You want to defund? That's too easy. You want to start with ATF?
Ooh, Bannon is losing his
I
voice.
thought that was shops down in Florida.
That's right. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms is just what we call a good weekend.
Matt, talk to us about Ukraine
God.
and the budget.
That's
Right
crazy.
now, you're one of the leaders of we got to be rational about Ukraine.
Can't understand how crazy this whole world
Is that going to
is.
happen? Are we going to have a fight
When
in the House?
Steve
Not just audited, but to say
Bannon, I can't even listen to
if
him.
Biden's telling you his foreign policies retake
I cannot
Crimea,
listen to
God
him.
bless you,
I'm
get the
sorry.
French and the
I can't be responsible for making other people listen to him. How about that? That's actually how it is, because I can listen to him. And I do listen to what he's saying, and I record it most of the time. But I can't subject other people to it. I just can't. I can talk over it and I can make fun of it, but I can't. It's too bad you guys didn't hear that one bit, because that was pretty funny. It was Matt talking about how great his speech was. Damn it. Oh well. That's okay. Art should be something that's fragile, and no, that's not true. I don't believe that. I'm just kidding. Art should be transitional. Art should be, what is that? Oh, what's the word? Art should be, what's transmutable mean? I always like that word, but I haven't looked it up lately. Maybe I'll do that. I got to figure out when my fucking doctor's appointment is today. I think it's at noon. I don't know. Ephemeral. That's a nice word too. I like that word. I like that word. I like words. I like words. I like words. I hope everyone has a really good Friday. I'm not even going to talk about what they're talking about, because I'm only going to stay on, I think, for a little while. My dog will need a walk soon, so he will be demanding of time, which is fine. But yeah, I hope your Friday's good. Impermanent. Ooh, that's a nice word. Ooh, God, Marie. Boy, the French, they really know how to talk. You French, you really know how to talk. You guys have such pretty words. You pretty way with words. It's just gorgeous. But we had a good morning, actually. This wasn't a bad. I think I feel, yeah, I feel like actually it improved my mood too. Thank you. Thank you for helping do that. My gosh. But I hope I'm not disappointing anyone that we're not listening to Matt explain why he's a douchebag. I don't think we need any explanation. He says, art is the mindset free. She says, then I don't know any real artists, so don't get down, baby, and be my twangy wig out. No, I love it. Transvision vamp, twangy wig out. Fuck yeah, Max. Fuck yeah. We have a far right television station in Australia. It has the lowest ratings. God, GP. Some pretty goddamn smart Australians down there, I gotta tell you. I have to say, when I went to, like, I think I talked yesterday about going to this little mini program, like it was a 3-week program for nonprofit leaders at Stanford, and you got to be with other nonprofit people, leaders or management, in classes, like take an array of different Stanford classes and stuff. And it was really good. But anyway, Anyway, oh, are you gonna go to bed? Oh, it's been a hoot. What was I saying? Wait, hold on. It'll come back to me. I'm working hard on these days. Well, anyway, it'll come back. Shit, it really went away. This is all their shows. Oh, you know what? This is like funny. They have funny music sometimes. Hold on. Let me just see if their music is on because it's usually pretty funny. Oh, fuck. Come on, do the music. It's Match Game. I'm your host, Dean Rayburn. And we're going down to the farm and we're gonna kill everyone and we wanna put everybody in jail and we wanna take everybody's money and we wanna make sure that Donald Trump is the president of the United States because he's so goddamn stupid that we will control him. Even though Steve Bannon is a criminal, why isn't he in prison? Nobody knows. I want to know, and this is a dumbass show. Here's another dumbass show. There's another dumbass show. Garfield. Hey, here's the leader of our dumbass shows. He's a real dumbass, and there's another one there. Oh boy, that's a real dumbass there. Oh god, there's a little Pokemon dumbass. Oh, there. Wow, he's a really scary guy. He's the one that was this guy is annoying as fuck. What the hell is that? What is that? I don't understand it. Where are they standing? Why are they on a beach? Oh, holy fuck! There is Charlie Kirk, the world's oldest scraper. Oh God, Ted Nugent's still alive. I can't believe it. Oh God, there he is again. That's probably not a real picture. Oh, there's Pussy Bitch. Hey you, how you doing? Oh, Pokemon again.
Here's your host, Stephen K. Bannon.
Bye. I just want you for your break music, baby. That's it. That's all I want from you. That's all I want from you, Steve. That's all you can offer me. Bring, bring, bring. Oh, the nonprofit that I work for. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm fun. I am fun to work with. I am very fun to work with. Yeah, I'm very fun. Oh, look at this is like the Carrie Lake wannabe. Ladies. I actually use Wen cleansing conditioner. Now I know that's a little spicy. Wen is ridiculously overpriced, but I swear by it. It really helps my hair, and I highly suggest it for women with thinner hair and other things like that. Oh, my dog wants to have a walk. Okay, so I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to put on music over this while I'm walking the dog. And we're going to do this. Why don't we have any? Do they have? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now you get to see what they're saying. So just in case you're just so curious, you can't even stand it anymore, then you can at least see what they're saying. So hold on, I'm gonna walk the dog. I'll BRB. And I'm back. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Why do they have a glary, blown out shot? Doesn't Steve Bannon have like lots of money? Oh, GP, are you leaving or did someone else leave? There's a Steve back in Australia. Oh yeah, there's one all over. They're hitting all the high spots trying to radicalize. Oh, there's Brick Suit Guy. What a moron. I love celebrating hate, so I'm going to put on a suit that looks like a wall because I hate people. Hate them. Oh, God, Steve Bannon, you're so disgusting. I just don't have any energy to turn it, you guys. I'm going to be honest. So we can just like observe the hatred that's happening IRL in Maryland right now. It's really fucking disgusting. Let me read some. Let me read some chat. They did. They did. They convicted him and they sentenced him to life in prison without the chance for parole. I don't think. Did they say without parole? I don't remember. I don't remember. Bye, GP. I know you're already hopefully fast asleep, darling, but I will see you. Oh, it'll go fine. I'm so excited. I get my new medicine. Oh, yeah, baby. It's 1 shot a month. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Let's see. So sleep well, GP. I'll see you in the morning. Yeah, 2 lives in prison, 2 consecutive life sentences. Nothing for the gun charge because that is oh, it was such a good oomph. You should go back and watch his speech on it. Because he said something about, you have stood in this courtroom and people have faced the death penalty in South Carolina. And you, oh fuck. So my brain is really fucking done. Oh, he said people have faced the death penalty for lesser crimes than you've been convicted of. And it was just, he was obviously so much more eloquent than I am because God, who the fuck isn't? I mean, this can of Diet Coke is now more eloquent than I am this morning, but that's okay. Anyway, oh God, I love being me. Brick Suit, yeah, his name's Brick Suit. So yeah. No, I don't think there was any surprise. I was surprised at how fast it happened. Is that Bobo? Bobinka? What's she doing? Hey girl, hey girl, hey. Hey girl, hey. Is she standing next to, is that the same girl with the extensions who was the sir, or is this a different one? I mean, that is a different color suit, but those are the same extensions. So I'm just going to start. Wow, Bobo is very small. Can we just say that girl, this is like, large, medium, small. That's what I'm seeing on the screen. Large, medium, small. Extra large for that dude over there in the other square. Extra large, medium, small. And if we got somebody else in there, maybe we could find an extra small. I don't know who that would be, but maybe Andy Gozar. Hey, Andy Gozar, get over there and stand next to Bobo. I want to see if you're the extra small. Come on. Pozo. How tall is Pozo? Anybody know? Pussy bitch? How tall is Pussy bitch? And then I said, no, my husband did not show his penis to that child. That child said to him, would you please unzip your pants and show me your penis? And that is what happened. And that is what I will say. And this girl's like, yeah, I was there. I was serving pizza. It was at the Chuck E. Cheese. I was there. I was a pizza waitress. And then I said, anyway, that's what we've been doing all morning. Is I can't stand to listen to their voices and share that. So I'm just going to go ahead and make up what they're saying. Anyway, I should probably wrap a dap. Maybe I'll wrap in 10 minutes. Let's vibe for a minute. Doodly doo doo doo. No, actually, I think I'm gonna wrap. Why am I dragging this out for everybody? I'm gonna wrap, and then I'll be back on tonight with the lounge at 6:30, and then at about 7:30 Pacific ish. Not a specific time, but after that probably. We will show Jim Stewartson's documentary on QAnon called American Mindfuck, and I don't know if Jim's going to be there. I asked him if he might, but I mean, I asked if he might. I didn't ask him, but I don't know. He might. You never know. Depends. But we will definitely watch that and just have fun around that and just talk and be with each other and make jokes and make funny songs and do funny voices and talk about CPAC, and maybe there'll be some indictments to talk about. You never know. That could happen. There could be a lot of indictments today because it's Friday. And frankly, I feel like Smith has called in a lot of the little mini subpoenas that he had to do, and I think that's what now he has to do. Like he has to go. But you know what? You know what could happen, you guys? Let me tell you what could happen. I'm gonna follow those little girls and aunts that talk about this stuff all the time. And I'm going to tell you what could happen. Okay, so just close your eyes for a minute. And tomorrow we're going to watch some of CPAC together, right? And during that time, he's going to be late. I don't know, he'll be at least an hour late for his speech. So that'll, we have to factor that in, but that's okay. We can do that. We're really smart. So he'll be about an hour late for his speech, and then but eventually Donald Trump will take the stage. And what will happen is he'll come out and they're going to play the Lee Greenwood hit, the perennial favorite for chuds everywhere. I'm proud to be an American, or whatever the fuck the name of the actual song is. I don't really know what the name of the song is, but I'd really like to rewrite the lyrics. Oomph, if you're still listening. Anyway, but I digress. So I think what's going to happen is the Lee Greenwood song will fade, right? It'll fade out, and the people will start to sit down, and they'll kind of turn their gaze, right? Because at first they'll be gazing up at the stage as the orange man in the really terrible mix between kind of navy and royal blue suit, that kind of shark skin suit that he wears, has a sheen to it that really just doesn't complement anybody's body type, frankly. So I don't even know why that fabric exists anymore, except for like prom dresses. But other than that, I digress. So he'll come out in that kind of weird, Royal Navy and red tie, and he'll be sweaty. He'll be kind of shiny because I think since the end of his presidency, the makeup artists aren't as good, right? So I think that'll happen. Okay, so he's kind of coming out on stage. Lee Greenwood is singing his song on tape, of course, because I don't think Lee Greenwood even knows what day it is. But anyway, so here he comes out on stage, standing there at the podium and on the tip of the penis, because the CPAC stage is shaped like a penis tip. And so he'll stand on the tippy tip of the tip. He'll address the crowd. And as the patrons turn their gaze away from great orange, not cerulean really, because I just like that word. I don't think that's actually the shade of blue that I'm going for. It's more of a bright indigo, if you don't know what the Pantone color is of that. But anyway, I digress. So then as they turn their gaze away from that great spectacle at the tip of the penis towards their seat, because they need to make sure their ass actually hits their seat, that is when Merrick Garland actually will pull the Kaiser Soze moment, where he runs on stage, Elliot Ness style, and Jack Smith's behind him, because this is Merrick Garland's moment, let's face it, right? And Merrick Garland pushes him up against the podium roughly, and it startles the great spectacle. And he's startled. He's pushed off his feet forward into the podium that doesn't move, strangely, because you'd think with all that weight behind it, that thing that would fucking fall like a pine needle, which is, by the way, how Mike Flynn smells. But then he would roughly, Merrick Garland, would roughly take the arms of the spectacle roughly behind him, and he'd end up having to use 3 sets of cuffs. You wouldn't think so just by looking at him, but indeed that's what ends up happening. Just at that point in time, because Merrick Garland really runs like the wind, the crowd is looking up from taking their seat only to see the spectacle shackled, sweating, forced to his knees in front of them. And at that moment, the great haze is over. It's like the blip in those Marvel movies. Everybody comes back and realizes that the emperor has no clothes. So that's how I think Saturday's gonna go. All right, so take that as your Friday bedtime story, and we'll go from there. No, I didn't. We have some work to do in that region, in the Palestine region. I really am pissed off that we've let our fellow citizens down so terribly, and all of us. Brought to you mostly by deregulation. Don't vote against your self-interest, kids. Find the people who are trying to help. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to break before I make any speeches, because frankly, darlings, I made so many speeches yesterday, I'm really all speeched out. I don't want to make any more speeches. I just want to try and be funny. That's my new goal. No, it's not. It's actually always been my goal. So I will go ahead and break now, and then I will be back at 6:30 Pacific with the lounge, and I'm got some games planned, and we've got Jim Stewart's documentary on QAnon that we'll be showing at around 7:30 Pacific time ish. When they wrap up at the 5/8. So don't forget to watch the 5/8 at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, all in between, all outside, with Greg Olear and Lincoln's Bible, Stephanie Goff. So don't miss that show. And then they have an after party for their members, which is awesome. And we will start our lounge during that after party, but then they will all come over, hopefully, but they don't have to. Maybe someone's going to go out for brick-fired oven pizza. I don't know. And I think that sounds delicious. I think that sounds like a lovely Friday night. And frankly, I don't mind, because sometimes you can just take our little replay and you can put it on the background and you can make some cookies. No problem. Don't worry about it, darlings. You don't have to be there live. You're not going to miss anything. No FOMO necessary here, darlings. You're always included in the lounge. All right. So I will break now, and I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for coming this morning. And I'll see you later on tonight. Okay. And let's pray for the people. But let's do more than pray. Let's hold people accountable. Let's get the help that they need first. And make sure that everybody is safe, and that their food sources are safe and their water sources are safe. And then let's make sure we understand how it happened and how we stop it from happening right now. All right. I love you guys. Take care. Be nice to each other. Okay? I love you. Bye.